Folkestone Pharmacy, your original hometown pharmacy for over 45 years, is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet broadcasts. Folkestone Pharmacy accepts insurance from most local employers, including the City of Folkestone, Charlton County, Babcock and Wilcox, AJM, Charlton Memorial Hospital, and many others. The Folkestone Pharmacy wishes the Indians best of luck this season. United First Federal Credit Union has been a part of Charlton County since 2001 and has been providing great service to our members since 1943. United First now offers mobile banking and email alerts. Mobile banking lets you check your balance from your cell phone, while email alerts notifies you when a significant event happens in your account. Both are easy to set up and are free to United First members. United First helps you afford life. All accounts are federally insured by NCUA.
All right, good evening. Welcome to the special edition of the Coach Mack Show with Coach Mack, South Georgia, North Florida, all-star football game. I think it's officially called War of the Border.
That's right, Border Wars. It's, really there's a couple different ones of these games. I know there's one played over in the Valdosta area, and that consists of mostly the middle South Georgia versus the middle North Florida schools, and then this one over here on the East Coast contains right up the coast of Georgia and really Duval County, along with schools in around Duval County, actually in Duval and surrounding counties of it. Exactly. And again, it'll be this Saturday, tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
Tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Yeah, some pre-Super Bowl football.
Yeah, I know I posted that on the page. If you're waiting on that big game Sunday, we've got a little warm-up for you.
That's right.
So I'm excited about it. I know I asked you for permission last year to do the game. We get to do it again for the second year straight, and I know I'm pumped. I'm ready.
Well, I've been fortunate enough to be asked to be the head coach for the second year straight. Last year we didn't fare too well. We thought we had a pretty good team till Florida rolls in, and Florida had a lot of outstanding football players, and we came up quite a bit short in that game. The year before that, the game was held over in Camden County, and I was able to be an assistant in that game, and again, there we came up short again. So as far as the short history of this particular All-Star game, I believe we're 0-2 against Florida. And actually, I think this game actually goes back a couple years before that, and I'm still not sure that we were able to beat Florida even though. So I'm not sure exactly what the record is, but I know the record the last 2 years is 2 for Florida and 0 for Georgia. And I think even a year or two before that, it still might have been Florida. So we're hopefully we can rebound this year and
turn that thing around
and get a W for Georgia.
Especially since Georgia's been hosting the thing. We need to get that W on our side of the board.
That's right. They roll up here and play in South Georgia and beat us, and we got to do everything we can to try to change that tomorrow.
Who's coaching the Florida team, Coach?
Well, the head football coach for the Florida team is Coach Marty Lee. He's the head football coach at First Coast down in Jacksonville. He was the head coach also last year. His staff contains a couple guys on his coaching staff, and then also some guys from Eagles Landing, Yulee, Providence, Fernandina Beach, Point Vedra High, Eagles Landing, and Creekside, Mandarin, and so forth. So he's got, like he said, his coaching staff. Yeah, and my coaching staff consists of myself, and then I got 2 of my guys doing the coordinating. My defensive coordinator is going to be Dick Russell, who's my defensive coordinator, and then my offensive coordinator is going to be Coach Jimmy Harris, who handles my running back game and so forth, my running backs and quarterbacks, and on defense he works with the outside linebackers. Coaching the linebackers is head coach from Glen Academy, which is Rob Ridings. The running backs are handled by Anthony Hines, who's an assistant coach at Wayne County. The defensive lines handled by Mark Walker, the head coach at Brantley, and Keith Goss, the head coach at McIntosh, is handling my offensive line. And then on the my quarterbacks is Coach David Jackson. David Jackson is the head football coach at Savannah High. My defensive backs are handled by assistant coaches at Brunswick, Coach Johnny Butts, and assistant coach at Appleton County, Jason Anthony. And the wide receivers is an assistant coach from Brantley, and that's Chet Cannon. So those guys have done a great job. We all meet up in Brunswick all day, every day this week at 5 o'clock. We go from about 5 to almost 8 o'clock every day.
I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you for meeting me this late, too.
There's no problem.
I know you've had some crazy hours all week.
Yeah, no problem. It's been some long days, real long days. Starting here before 8 in the morning and finishing up almost 9 o'clock at night. So it's been long days, but yet, you know, you get to do what you love to do, so they don't feel like work at all. You know, our kids are really spread out. Like I said, we have schools that are represented from, and I'll kind of just ramble down the list. And we have several kids from some of the same schools. Of course, our school, we really only have one guy playing in the game, and that's Tyree Savage, number 21. And the reason that is, for the most part, is because a lot of our kids are involved in basketball or wrestling, which didn't leave many kids available for the All-Star game. So Tyree's going to be our representative. He's done a great job this week, but we got players from Glenn Academy, Windsor Forest out of Savannah, Brunswick High, Bacon County High. We have we've mentioned, I believe I might mention some of these twice, Savannah High, Pierce County, Liberty County, Bradwell Institute.
So it didn't just stay 1A. It's all.
No, yeah, it's Wayne County, Liberty County, Bradwell Institute, McIntosh, Appleton. I might have mentioned Appleton already. Like I said, I mentioned several of these. But again, this goes all the way up into Savannah, then over to Bradwell, Hinesville, with Liberty County and Bradwell, and then it comes on down, you know, with your Appleton County, your Wayne County, on through. And also we got, I think, 3 kids from Ware County. Got a great kicker from Ware County. I don't know how to act when we got a field goal kicker. I'm going to have to remember. I told that young man just to remind me he's around, because I'm not used to knowing we can kick a field goal after we cross the midfield. But this guy can sure kick it from there. Steph Starling from Ware County. Another great thing about this game has been this week is we've had college coaches come out and watch our kids. We've actually had kids get signed this week by colleges at practice. See, you know, recruiting is really an inexact science. A lot of kids are missed. There's so many great players in this country, so many great players in this state, that a lot of times kids will get missed. So a lot of the smaller colleges take this opportunity to come watch us practice, because we have a group of these kids together. You get to see them in pads, you get to see them in competitive situations, and it's really been helping these kids. So colleges have been out watching these kids practice, and we've had a lot of college coaches. And I tell college coaches when they come out, you see a kid you like, I don't care what drill we're doing or what we're doing in practice, you like the kid, you go tap him on the shoulder and pull him out of the drill and talk to him. Meet with him, get his name, his address, all that, everything you need, all the information you need with that kid, you get it. I'm not worried about him practicing at that point, because that's his future, exactly. So it's worked out great. Like I said, a lot of small colleges, Valdosta State, along with several other schools have been by, and do exactly what I said. They'll see a kid in a drill, go tap him on the shoulder, pull him out of the drill, get information, and then we've had some kids off in scholarships.
That's exactly why you do it.
That's it. And we're having a crew come in who's going to videotape this game, and they're going to take the tape, and they're going to put it on the internet, a site that's accessible to all the colleges in the country, along with the roster. So colleges throughout the country is going to be able to turn this thing on tomorrow night if they want, and have a roster and be able to take a look at each one of these kids in a game, versus Florida kids who are also very good football players competing against each other. You know, and talking about the Florida roster, we've got kids as close as we got, I think, 3 players from Hilliard playing in the game for Florida. And then also there in Nassau County, we got Fernandina Beach, Yulee, West Nassau, and then, of course, all over Jacksonville, Nice, Bowles, Paxton High, Ed White High, and then schools, University Christian, and then we got schools just outside the city with players from Baldwin in the game, and then, of course, some other schools in the city. Raines is going to be represented, Lehigh, Bishop Kenny. And so there's going to be this is really going to be a really neat thing for people to come see. 2 teams of nothing but starters, senior starters from all these other schools. So this thing, you know, it's going to be exciting. I told our kids to play loose, play fast, make plays. and that's going to be kind of the style. It's the coach's goal to make sure every player gets a chance to play a lot.
Right.
And I actually told the kids, I said, but being that this coaching staff here is extremely competitive, come the fourth quarter now, we're going to go with the best we think we have. We're going to try to win this thing. But we're going to play everybody. We're going to play as many kids. We will play everybody. We're going to play as much as possible. And hopefully nobody gets their feelings hurt. But then again, this is a team of best of best. This ain't like your usual high school team where you may have 6 to 8 good players and the rest are yeah, and there's no freshmen on this team. It's all seniors. So it's going to be tough, and then we're going to have a lot of good competition, I think, on that field. So I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a great day for us over there. It's going to be beautiful weather. Hope a lot of people will show up and get out there and hopefully watch some good football today, and then turn around Sunday evening and then watch the Super Bowl. I think get our last football fix.
One more fix
before spring football starts in May. So this is your last chance to see some football until May.
Well, we're going to be carrying the game live too. I know you spoke about the videographer and all for the colleges. But we're going to have the game live too, and we're going to archive it as well. So.
Yeah, I've let all of the players know. They're real excited about it. I know a lot of these players have a lot of family coming, but I told them, I said, if you have family or friends who just can't make it to the game, to check out charltonsportsnet.com. I put it on paper for them how to get to it.
I appreciate it.
And also I told the players when they get home after the game, probably, I don't know, maybe that evening or the next day, they'll be able to archive it, right?
I'll unlock it right away if that's all right.
Yeah, they can archive it right away, and as soon as they get home, they can watch themselves on on TV, so on the internet. So this is really going to be a great thing. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. Again, you have a bunch of seniors, and they're loose, and they're ready to play, they're ready to have some fun, so ready to buckle it up one last time till May.
They have to be pumped up, already having kids signed at practice, so that is, to me, that's just awesome, because Garrett and Glenn and I were talking about how the game is one more opportunity for these kids to get exposure, and here they are, some of them have already been signed and haven't even played tomorrow yet.
That's right, and plus for the rest of these guys who haven't signed, this is really their last tryout to get college's attention. And tomorrow night after this game, there's going to be a lot of colleges all the way across this country, big schools, small schools, junior colleges that are going to turn this thing on, and they're going to look at it, and they're going to evaluate some of these kids. And we got some of these kids, to be quite honest with you, this is going to be their last high school football game too, and they know the importance of that. But there's also some kids in this game you're going to see. We've got some big old linemen out there. We've got some really good running backs, and we've got a lot of fast defensive backs out there. And there's going to be some kids that are going to get looked at. And I think we're going to see more kids signed off of this one game than they wouldn't have if this game wasn't to take place. So as a fan, you get to come on out and you can evaluate them yourself. You can take the roster, look at the roster, see where these kids are from. All the kids will be wearing identical jersey, identical pants, but they'll have their home school helmet on, so it'll look like a real all-star game, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
I know that the parents can sit there and hope they're going, their favorite child there is going to their favorite college.
That's right, and some of these guys are going to be future college stars, and maybe they're beyond. You never know. We got some players that are really some good players out there, so. I encourage everybody to come out, or if they can't come out, check this out, archive it, watch it live if you need to, and it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully, Georgia is going to come out on top.
I hear you. I hope so. Can I get you to give us a hint what kind of offense you're going to run tomorrow?
Yeah, it's going to be multiple. It's going to be really two styles of offense to fit our players. We're going to come out and have some I formation because we do have a couple fullbacks that deserve to be looked at.
Right.
And I don't want to leave them out. And got just a couple tight ends. We're not real deep there, not like we want to. Actually, we had to convert a couple kids to the tight end position. So we do have some eye offense, and plus it fits at one of the quarterbacks a little bit better and gives him a chance to show his skills and the fullback's skills. But then we do have some true spread to also show the skill of a couple other quarterbacks, a quarterback from Liberty and also a quarterback from Windsor Forest who's about 6'4" and about 185 pounds, can really go. He's also a good wide receiver, so you'll see him on the field really playing both positions, wide receiver and quarterback. So it's going to be a multiple of offenses. We're not going to be as scared to throw it around. We'll throw it around some to everybody. And,
well, I knew you were going to throw it, Coach.
yeah, we were going to throw it. And the rules of the game says now there's no blitzing. And on the first day, I caught Coach Russell down there putting in a blitz package. So I think you'll probably see both these defensive coordinators. You got Coach Russell's my defensive coordinator, and then Coach Bobby Ramsey, I think is the head football coach at Yulee, is their defensive coordinator. So I'm waiting to see which defensive coordinator breaks the rules first. It may be the very first play of the game because I know Coach Russell was, and again today at the end of practice, he's over there working on the blitz, and I said, Coach, you do realize now this is against the rules. He goes, but we may need it. So so I think you're going to see it push a little bit there.
Maybe he can disguise the blitzes.
And then you look at it, we got a lot of head football coaches on the sideline. So these officials now, these officials are coming from Albany. They're supposed to be a good group of officials. All these coaches on the sideline. When you got 6, 7, 8 head football coaches on the sideline, we're going to let these officials probably have to earn their money today too. So we're going to probably get after them a little bit.
They're going to be getting an earful, are they not?
That's right. They better have a perfect game. That's all I got to say.
Are there? I know football is generally football, but with football in Georgia, is there any little idiosyncrasies that the GHSA officials might call differently than Florida?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. The Florida coaches may know some difference. I really don't know. But I do know that some of the rule changes, like we talked about, there's supposed to be no blitzing. Supposed to even be you're only allowed to have either a 4 men on line of scrimmage with a hand down on defense, or 5 front. Either way, again, I'm sure those rules will be broken pretty quick. But it's going to be 15-minute quarters.
I'm sorry.
15-minute quarters, which usually high school is 12-minute quarters.
Right.
We're going to play by the college rule of 15-minute quarters to give these kids plenty of time to get plays in. And it's going to. I told our players, I said, you better get yourselves ready tonight. You better get yourself some fluids, and because basically you're going to get to play an extra quarter that you're not used to playing. But of course, we're going to sub a lot because everybody on the roster are all-stars.
Yeah.
The other rule that will be changed, if a player catches a kickoff in the end zone, he can bring it out. Unlike high school, you catch it in the end zone, you stay in the end zone, it's a touchback, ball in the 20. Well, we're going to add the college rule there to where they can actually kick it out of take it out of the end zone on kickoff and try to score 100 plus. Try to score 100 plus yard kickoff return. And one other thing, it's not a rule. It's going to be the Rich McWhorter rule tomorrow. Any extra point and field goal is going to have to be kicked towards the gym side because they're building our brand new field house at the other end. And basically, it's nothing but a construction site, so we can't have balls flying there. So you're going to see probably a touchdown scored at the scoreboard end, turn around, go the other way, you're going to kick your field goal or extra point at the other end. So that's just going to be a little heads up for you whenever you're doing the game tomorrow. You'll be wondering what's going on.
I'll be up there doing play-by-play. What are we doing?
You're going to wonder what's going on. That's what's going on. We're trying to keep balls out of the construction site over there. But people from Charlton County are going to be able to look down there. The old field house is gone, and the new one's going up, and we're excited. We're real excited about that coming up this summer. It should be finished.
That was one of the longest. I know we're here to talk about the All-Star game. That was one of the longest threads I've had on our sports page, on our Facebook page. Was about the field house.
Yeah, and people need to understand that field house is being built by the generosity of people in Charlton County because it's through the splosh. It's not taking money away from education. It's not raising anyone's taxes. It's through really the best tax out there that is, that splosh tax.
Right.
These people from out of town, there's going to be a lot of people from out of town come to Folkestone. They're going to eat lunch probably here. They may even stick around and eat dinner. They're going to maybe buy a tank of gas or things like that. And every dollar they spend, a penny of that dollar goes to that splosh, which, again, it's a fair tax. It's the most fair tax out there. And, again, the generosity of people of Charlton County by voting it through, that's why that field house is going up, and we're real excited about that thing. That's going to be a long time coming, and it's going to be really, really nice. And I know our school board is going to do a great job on that thing. It's going to be something we're going to be proud of long after we're gone from here.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, the little ones in rec ball.
Exactly right. A lot of kids are going to go through that. A lot of kids went through that old field house. I'll tell you what, just to bring something up, I never really thought about until my last day walking out of that old field house, thinking about great football players and the great young men that have went through that old field house down there. There's a lot of great ones that went through there, and I even went out there after they tore it down and had to take me a couple blocks from there, and just so I'd have them. And a lot of great, incredible memories in that old this new field house. A lot of hopefully great new memories in this new one. So we're looking forward to it.
We were talking about the what you said, the history, the players that have been through there, and
exactly.
Champ and the Bailey brothers and all, and Adam Davis and all those guys.
Yeah, just great players, and a lot of big wins celebrated in that field house, and a lot of rolling back to folks that at 3 or 4 in the morning with state championship trophies come through that field house. So a lot of great memories, and and there's been some tough times, but that place has served us well, and it's been our home for many years. Yeah. But now we're getting a brand new one, and we can't be more excited about that, getting in there. We just can't wait to.
I think folks will be excited themselves.
I think they will. It's going to be a real sense of pride for our program and our school to have that facility.
Any final thoughts on the All-Star game, Coach, as far as recruiting here? What kind of scouts do you think we'll see here tomorrow?
Well, I think a lot of your scouts are going to be through looking at the internet once the game's over, because it's going to be available to them as soon as the game's over. A company called XOs, that's a program, computer deal with recruiting. They're going to be here filming it, and once they're finished, they'll download it and put it on a special website just for colleges to access with the roster. But there actually may be some coaches here. Last year we had a couple guys that have been on the road recruiting, did stop by, watched the game, saw some players, went back, contacted them, and were offered that way. This year for us, as far as our school, has been really slow. Some of your kids will sign after signing date. Some recruiting still goes on after signing date. Once the smoke clears, colleges also then will have time to go back and reevaluate kids who didn't sign and realize there's still good players out there, and then re-recruit them. For us right now, all we have is Brent Wiles. He'll be signing with Valdosta State next Wednesday at 10 o'clock in the morning here in the library. So I'm proud of him and his parents. I know they're excited about it. He's going to get to stay close to home. Brent will have a chance to go over to Valdosta next year to compete on defense as well as compete at long snapper. I think he has a chance to be a very good college long snapper. Yeah. So we only have one right now, but we do have others being looked at. We still are working it every day. I'm still making the calls. We're still sending out the video. Still trying to get some things to happen for a few of our other kids. But right now, Brent Wiles is the only guy that for sure we have signing on Wednesday, which is a far cry from what we've had in the past. I mean, there's been years where we've had 7 Division I kids signed, and now we're looking at only 1 kid signing right now. So we need to try to rebuild that. We need to get that thing turned around. We need to get more kids signed. Hopefully we can get that thing turned around here the next couple of years and start getting some more kids signed.
Well, we look forward to it. Coach, I appreciate anything else.
That's it. Hope to see a big crowd out there tomorrow in Indian Field or the Swamp and watch some football.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming this late in the evening. Appreciate all that.
No problem.
We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Charlton Sportsnet is now bringing you live video coverage of all Charlton County High School and youth sports. We want to give you the opportunity to put your business in the CSN spotlight. Call Adam or Chris to get started on your ad for the 2012-2013 sports season. Visit www.charltonsportsnet.com and click on Advertise with Us to get more details.